Alright, now we're into the third part of how to create your profile on LinkedIn. We have already set up our name and basic information. We have already skipped through and saw that we can connect with a few people. Now we're actually going to set up the information about ourselves. So right now we are actually at almost at the home screen of how LinkedIn works once you're logged in. We have this black and gray bar at the top, which will always be here no matter on what page you're on LinkedIn. Very similar to how Facebook and Twitter actually works as well. So it's a four-step process, and this looks very much like how Facebook and Twitter create their profile information. The first step here is we can actually add connections. So we can start by, get started by adding your email address. So we're going to add this email address, and then people can actually see our email address here, and we get a processing page here. And so what happened is that it's trying to read my address book, all of the contacts I've spoken to. So it's going to scrub my email account to find anyone I've spoken to who might be on LinkedIn. I don't use this account for anything except for developer purposes, so there's no one I'm talking to on there. But if you use your business account, you can actually have it scrubbed through your account address book, and then you can see a list of people that you can connect with, just like how we had in the previous video. So I'm going to skip this section here, but it's important to note that we won't store your password and email information with anyone without your permission. So again, it shows this little lock here, and you're going to see that in a lot of places. It's a lot of the privacy settings. So we're going to skip this portion here, and we're going to go to joining groups. Now, groups are very important because as a physician, you can join different groups on topics that you're interested in. So if you want, they make you join several groups, and then you can follow them later. So it's trying to figure out who I am, and based off of my information, I'm just going to pick 3 groups. And as you can see, as I click on them, they say pending, pending. I can, unjoin them as well later on, but it wants you to join some groups so it has some information it can start feeding you from the get-go. So we are going to continue, and then I can show people that I want to follow. So these are influencers. These are big names in the media in different industries, and they post a lot to LinkedIn as well. So it would like me to follow 3 influencers so I can hear from. Let's see, we're just going to follow, CEO IDEO, yes. So there we go, I'm following 3 people. It wants you to at least pick 3 people. You can pick them all if you want, but you have to at least pick 3. So why is that important? It's not really important. You're just going to start seeing more posts from them and more information. Part of the news feed for LinkedIn is showing posts from its influencers, posts from companies, and you can unfollow them later, but from the get-go, once you start at least picking a few, so it gives you some information. Unlike Facebook, where from day one there's no information there, they want to start giving you stuff automatically, and the idea is that they want you to upgrade. So you're going to see that fairly often. But the great thing about it is once you have your account set up, you can actually start getting rid of things as well. 3 companies I'd like to stay in contact with. Sure. We'll just go with these. No particular reason, no reason why. I am just picking them just for the purposes of this tutorial. And as you can see, as I went through all these different steps, this whole section has changed. If I want to go back, I can click and then change them. Or add people, but I have actually gone through all the steps now. It dynamically changes as you hover and click, and now I'm going to go to my home page. And once this is done, it goes through another section here. Funny how it always wants you to add new things. So here are topics that you might want to follow, and here's where, as a physician, that might be more helpful to you. There's one for healthcare. So now it brings you to the sign-in page for LinkedIn. So we're going to log in here, and if you put in the right email address, and then when you in the right password, it'll take you to your topic page. That's not particularly always the same fashion that you'll go through when you log in and first sign up for an account, depending on what browser you're using, but that's how it works. So you want to go to Home, and now you're on your home page. This is your newsfeed. And in the next video, we're actually going to talk about how to actually fill out your profile information and also how to navigate this section here.